Hey everyone, welcome to this week's live stream. So I've got a guest with me. Hi! This is my sister-in-law Dana. So we had a request in the comments from Jesse, Opportunity Cost Investing. He's another small YouTuber, about doing some partner yoga. So I begged my sister-in-law Dana to come on, and she graciously joined us.
Yep.
So we're going to do that about midway, but if you don't have a partner, I don't want you to fret, because I'm going to give you lots of variations that you can do by yourself as well. So we're just going to have some fun, we're going to laugh and just kind of see how this one goes. I've actually never done a bunch of partner stuff, so this is going to be kind of fun. So if you are on the live stream, please let me know. Definitely just write in the comments that you're here. Let me know your name. Let me know if there's any sort of requests that you have. So some of the requests that I saw coming in are about lower back, oh my gosh, lower back, glutes. And so I am going to do a little bit of strap work today. It is pretty sunny, so I'm definitely squinting. So I apologize for that. But so I've got, Dana's going to be using a real strap. I've got a bunch of towels here. And so what I'd recommend is picking up sort of like a hand towel, something a little bit smaller. And then we're going to do some shoulder flossing, which we're going to need a bit of a larger towel for. So I had the idea of doing shoulder flossing from Bend and Stretch with Sue. So she's another small YouTuber. She did a great video, I believe it was last week, on shoulder flossing. And so I thought it would be a really good pose that we can introduce this time. So without further ado, awesome. Oh, so I see the Espos are on. Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Jen, I'm so glad you're here. And I'm glad Coco and Tiki are going to be your partners. They will be the best at downward dog for sure. We've got Love Meet Love ASMR. Hi. And Old Dude's Wisdom. This is awesome. So much support from some other YouTubers. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you all being on today. I hope you enjoy this session. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Again, if you've got any other requests that I haven't already mentioned, so we're going to focus on some glutes, some lower back. We're going to do a bit of strap work, so make sure you've got your towels or your strap if you have one. And so what I'm thinking in terms of structure today is we'll probably start with a little bit of flow. So do maybe about 10 minutes or so, just getting the body warm. Then we'll get into some of this partner stuff, or not if you don't have one. And then we'll finish off with a little bit of mobility and strap work. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm actually going to start this class in downward dog. So we're going to come to our downward dog. So again, just watch your foundation here. So watch your hands. You want to make sure you've got a nice wide palm here, and then slowly bringing the hips back. Keep your knees nice and bent here. So we're still warming up the body. It's still morning for us. So if this is your first time moving today, just be really kind to your body. Just try to get here in the hips, let go of the head. Just start feeling this here. From here, we're going to slowly start introducing some movement. So maybe you're going to be pedaling the feet here, just bringing each heel down. Going nice and slow here. Maybe kind of moving your body side to side, getting into the sides and the obliques here. Maybe even picking up a hand and doing sort of a twirl with your wrists. You can do the same thing with your ankles. So just find anything here. You can even move your head. Just find anything to start waking up the body. And then slowly, maybe starting to bring your heels down. So if you can't get your heels down, don't worry. It takes a very long time. It takes a lot of ankle mobility.
Something's up with the internet.
Oh. Let me know when we're good. We'll just stay in downward dog.
I think it's good now.
All right, sorry guys, we had a little bit of an internet thing, which sometimes seems to happen with these live streams. So we're still in downward dog. All right, so from here, let's just step to the top of our mat. We're gonna go arms open, inhale, arms up, looking up, and slowly bring the palms down. I'm also gonna be watching our knees here, so I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure on the knees. I've got my One of my mother-in-laws is in the back. You can't really see her, but she wanted to be hidden from the cameras, and so I'm really trying to make sure this is nice and accessible for her as well. So anyways, from here, arms up. We're gonna come down, starting to fold over our legs. We'll take this one a little bit slow, so maybe grabbing the elbows here, maybe putting a really deep bend in the knees to get the tummy touching the thighs, and just hanging out. So I just want you to really enjoy this stretch. Feel this in the lower back, especially with those bent knees. You're gonna really feel this in the hamstrings, just trying to let everything release here, just breathing. So inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. From here, palms to mat or to your ankles. We're gonna inhale, flat back, and then exhale, stepping or hopping all the way back. From here, we're gonna go into our Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Here, let's stay for just a second, maybe kind of going side to side, just opening up the lower back a little bit, or just keeping that chest nice and open. And then from here, coming back into our downward dog. So nice and slow. Again, we're just opening up the body here. Nice bent knees again, just seeing what this feels like. Adding any little bits of movement if that feels good. Feel free to pedal out the feet again. Feel free to move side to side, or maybe choosing stillness, slowly getting the heels back. So just find anything that works for you. Just breathing through this. And I see Jessie's on, so hey Jess. I suppose I'm glad you guys love the setup. From here, let's step again, top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. All right, from here, let's just do like a simple side stretch. So left hand's coming down, right arm's coming over. Just feeling this a little bit in the sides. Let's come back over to center and the other side. Just feeling this. We're gonna do this one more time each side, really opening up here through the sides. Back to center, over to the left. And again, back to center and over to the right. From here, back to center, arms all the way up, inhale, and folding over the legs. Again, we're gonna do deep bend in the knee, release that back, maybe grabbing the elbows here, or if you want to go a little bit more into a stretch, either grabbing the toes, grabbing the mat, and slowly bringing those legs to straight. You can even take your hands and bring them behind you to really start bringing in that upper body. So just find anything that feels good for your body this morning. Let's hang out here. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, flat back, look up, and stepping all the way to the back. Chaturanga. Coming back into a push-up. And then coming back into our Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Again, feel free to take your knees nice deep bend here if you like, or start working towards straight, finding movement if that feels good. Otherwise, we're gonna hang out in downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's step again, top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. All right, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of balancing. So I'm gonna come behind so you can kind of see both of us. So what we're gonna do is just plant our left foot onto the mat and make sure you've got that kind of nice and strong. From here, we're gonna just pick up our knee and try to find our balance. So open up here through the chest, shoulders are down, and really tucking in that core. So just holding here. We're gonna hold here for 2. Option here, if you wanna make this a little more challenging, is you can just grab and go straight with the leg. I'm gonna choose bent today because I want a little bit more opening and mobility. So from here, just breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to take left palm on the knee and twist back. So this takes a little bit of balance for distributing the weight here. Looking back towards your arm if you can. Just holding here. If you fall out of it, don't worry. I might fall out too, so just trying to see what you can do. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Bringing that leg down. Just shake it out here. We're going to do the other side. Oh, and me neither. I almost did. So maybe you were swaying too. From here, we're just going to bring the right foot down, and the left knee is going to come in. So we're going to hug that in. Again, core's active. I want you to really activate the glutes. I want you to really get that foundation right and open up here through the chest. So just breathing, holding here. We're going to hold for 3. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to go back to that twist, so let's see what we can do. Right hand's coming on the knee, and left hand is coming behind. So I want you to just look behind, holding here, seeing if you can hold it. If you fall out of it, don't worry, just laugh and come back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, slowly bringing that leg down with control, coming back to center. And now just move the knees here. Let's shake the legs out a little bit. I see we've got a couple more people on. So hey, Daniel. He says, go Dana. We got Dave on. Go Dana, go. We've got a lot of love for Dana, which is
Yay.
awesome. Then we've got Living Life on here. We've got Kat. So hey both. I'm so happy you guys made it. So from here, let's go back to the top of the mat. We're just going to flow it out from here. So arms coming up. Inhale and exhale, folding over the legs. This time, looking up, flat back, and stepping all the way back. We're going to do that push-up again. So coming down to Chaturanga, coming up into the push-up, back down to Chaturanga, inhale to upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. All right, from here, stepping again, top of the mat. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, arms down. All right, so we're gonna get into our first partner pose.
Yay.
So before I showcase the partner one, I'm gonna show what you're gonna do if you don't have a partner. So if you don't have a partner, we're gonna stay standing. We're gonna take our hands behind us, and we're gonna clasp the hands here. From here, I want you to sort of bring those hands all the way to the ceiling, and I want you to really open up here through the chest. So goal here is really just to really sort of just get into the shoulders. So just trying to go here. If you really want to, you can also fold over the legs and see what that feels like. So both are a little bit different, so just play with that. If you've got a partner, what we're gonna do is partner's gonna come here, and then you're gonna clasp your hands, and what you're gonna do is just take your hands, bring them behind the wrists, and then slowly help them. You're gonna use your sort of weight and your resistance to help bring those arms up a little bit. So you feeling this, Dana?
Yep.
Is this a good amount of resistance?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. So we're gonna hold here for 3. So we're gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, slowly I'm gonna bring her palms down. Just shake it out, Dana. If you're single and you're doing it by yourself, then what we're gonna do is just shake it out as well. And I want you to, we're gonna do the exact same thing while she does this for me. And what you're gonna do is just switch your grip. So just watch that the other fingers are gonna come over the thumb and the fingers. And then from here, so Dana's gonna do the same thing for me. I've clasped my hands, I'm opening up my chest, and then she's gonna help just bring that up a little bit more for me so that I can get a little bit more into this pose.
More or less?
That's perfect. Okay. So from here, we're just gonna breathe, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. All right, slowly releasing here and just shaking it out. So hopefully the shoulders are feeling a little bit more open. We're gonna do one more for the shoulders. So first I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do if you don't have a partner. So two options. So if you've got a wall near you, I don't have a wall near me, so I don't know if it'll be in the shot. I guess we can try. Yeah. So if you've got a wall near you, what you're going to do is just plant your hands beside you, and you're just going to sort of use your hands to push off the wall and to sort of just drop your body, drop your chest towards the ground. So you should feel this in your upper back. You should feel this in your shoulders. Another alternative for this is you can come into puppy pose. So nice wide legs here, bringing the hands out, and you're just gonna drop the shoulders, drop the chest towards the mat. So this one we get to do together. So we're only gonna do one round of this. So Dana and I are gonna put our hands together, we're gonna step, and we're gonna slowly just drop together, just holding here. So from here, core is tight, and just dropping through the chest again, trying to really feel this, maybe a little bit in your arms and feeling this through your shoulders. We're going to be here for 3. So inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. All right, coming back up and just shaking it out, maybe going side to side, just to sort of opening everything up. All right, so next one, we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So from here, so if you do not have a partner, that's totally fine. So what you're gonna do is just open the legs nice and wide. And what you're gonna do is 2 options here. You can either come up like this and hold sort of in sort of like a staff pose. So nice flat upper back. You want active legs here and just trying to get a bit of length. The next variation I'm gonna show you is you're gonna start crawling forward. You may hear a hip hop like mine just did, and just sort of crawling forward here. So I want you to think about your lower back. I want you to think about activating that core and just kind of coming forward here. So now what we're gonna do in the partner sequence is kind of going back and forth. So I'll actually give you a third option here, which is you're gonna come down, slowly walk your way back up, and then crawl back down so that you're kind of creating this sort of pulsing motion, which is gonna help open up those hips. And so if you've got your partner, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our hands again, and first we're gonna get our feet touching so that we get a little bit of resistance here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm slowly gonna pull Dana forward. So just enough that she starts to feel it. She's gonna watch her back, that it's nice and flat, shoulders are down, and then she's gonna slowly pull me. So she's gonna pull me as much as she can, just like that, holding here, and then coming back. So we're gonna do this a few more times on each side. So we're gonna do it 2 times on each, and then slowly bringing, so using the resistance and weight of your partner, your friend, to help kind of get you into this pose just a little bit more. And then last time for each. And then slowly just rocking side to side, just like this. All right. So from here, just coming back to neutral and just shake it out however you need to, maybe shaking out the knees. Again, maybe kind of just letting go. Maybe your upper body's feeling a little bit stiff. All right, so we're gonna go into our last partner pose, which is gonna be boat pose. So this one's gonna be really fun for your abs. And so this is totally fine to do on your own as well. So if you're on your own, what we're gonna do is you're just going to come back onto your sacrum here. You're either going to, well, variation 1 is just you're gonna have your toes on the floor just like this, and you're just gonna start sort of coming back into a 45-degree angle, bring those hands out. Option 2 is you lift those knees and those feet up. Option 3 is you're gonna have straight legs. Now with a partner, this is where the fun happens, because you know, we've got to figure out sort of how much we can do without kind of going a little too deep. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to use our feet to kind of help us and give us a little bit more balance. Again, your partner may need to bend their knees or straighten, so whatever works. And then from here, bring those arms out and then slowly dropping backwards, really digging into the core here. So you might be shaking. This is a really good one for the core. And we're going to stay here for 3. Inhale. You got this, stay there. Yep. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, slowly coming out of it. Yes. Yes. Good job. All right, so we did the partner stuff, which was awesome. And so what we're going to do is just to kind of finish this part off before we go into a little bit of mobility, what we're going to do is just do a forward fold. So if you've got any pillows or anything, feel free to kind of bring those under. If you'd like to take this a little bit more passively, or you want to just sort of play a little bit more with mobility, just bring your knees up and you can just fold over your legs. Otherwise, what we're going to do is have a nice straight legs here, flat back, and start trying to look over and sort of like past your toes here. You can then use, if you can grab your feet, you're then going to use your elbows here to sort of give you leverage. If you're not able to grab your feet, what you're going to do is just grab your ankles, grab the mat, grab anywhere that you can, and just use that to help you keep a nice flat back. From here, we're just going to breathe for 3. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. All right, coming back to neutral, just slowly sort of just moving the legs here. All right, let's go into the mobility section. Okay, so what we're gonna need is grab your strap if you have one, or grab your towel, and we're gonna do some shoulder flossing. So again, I grabbed this one. This idea is from Bend and Stretch with Sue. So she's got an awesome channel on Pilates and yoga, so definitely check it out. She just did a small video on shoulder flossing. So if you've got a big towel and you're using one like I am, then what you can do is just fold it just like this. So folding it into a nice thin line. And then if you've got a strap, you're a little bit better off because it's kind of just as is. You don't have to do any setup. From here, what I want you to worry about is finding any seated comfortable position. You can even be on a couch doing this. You can be cross-legged. If cross-legged's not working, you can even have your legs out. So just find anything that works. You can even go on your shins. So from here, what you're going to do is find a nice wide clasp. So this is a lot harder than you think it's going to be. So start really wide at first. And so what we're going to do is I want you to really open up here through the chest, bring those shoulders down. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is bring the arms out, and we're going to just floss them backwards. Hopefully not getting stuck on anything, just like I did. And then bringing it all the way to your lower back. And then same thing, so maintaining the integrity with the shoulders and everything, just bringing them back over. So if, let's say, you notice that, so if it's too, if your grip is too short, you will start sort of compromising here. And so if you're doing that, just keep with widen the grip. There's no harm in widening the grip. It's so much better for you. But what you want to do is over time is start shortening that grip, which is going to give you more mobility in the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to do that a few more times. So now that I've walked through, just do this at your own pace, picking whichever width is feeling good, maybe switching the grip every time you sort of floss. So just breathing through this. Let's do this together another 3 times. So really trying to stay nice and sort of structured here in the shoulders, not trying to compromise at all. So another few times. I think we're on 2, so I think we've got 1 more after this. And coming back. All right, from here, we're gonna get rid of this big towel. We're gonna go into the smaller one. So just bring that one to the side. From here, just sort of maybe go side to side. maybe do some shoulder rolls here just to sort of loosen out that area. Okay, so from here, what I want to do is I'm going to take the smaller hand towel now. I find the hand towel is a little bit easier to work with. If you need a bit more length though, because the hand towel is quite small, just go back to this big towel. So what we're going to do is we're going to come onto our backs. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our right leg. So left leg, either keep the knee bent or bring it to straight. As you go into the motion, you can change your mind. So just pick something that's going to keep you nice and stable. So from here, what we're going to do is just take that towel over our foot, and I want you to straighten the leg here. And now it's very important that you keep that leg straight. So from here, you're going to use the arms to now kind of bring in the foot and the leg. So you should be feeling this kind of in the back. So it's really important that you keep that leg straight. That's how you get the integrity in the pose. That's how you're going to build your mobility here. So just breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. From here, what we're going to do is bring this foot over to the right side. So you're going to take your left arm right beside you to help support you, and then slowly bringing that foot over to the right. Now, as you're doing that, I want you to think about really bringing that hip down to the mat. So I want you to really think about making sure that that hip's not lifting up. That's going to make sure that you're working on the mobility side, not your flexibility. So if I can bring my leg down pretty much touching Dana, but honestly, you can see here that my hip's lifting. And so I'm not going to feel it the same way as if I sort of get really strong here in the hips and then bring it out to the side. So again, just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, we're going to go to the other side now. So switching to the left hand, right hand's coming beside you. If you've got a partner beside you like I do, maybe going into cactus arms so that, poor Dana doesn't, I don't have to hit her while I do this. And then again, you're just going to try and really bring that hip down to the mat. I want you to really focus on that. And then try and bring that foot over. So depending on your mobility, you might be barely over the center line, which is totally fine. So I want you to really think about sort of bringing those hips, that sacrum, down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, just bringing that foot down. And we're going to do this to the other side. So from here, again, just bringing that foot across, we're going to start in center. So using those hands, keeping those legs nice and straight. Again, this knee can be bent or straight. It really doesn't matter. So it's whatever's feeling comfortable for you. And keeping this straight, feeling this in the back of the hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, bringing it over to the left side, bring that right palm beside you. Again, really bringing that sacrum down to the mat. So just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming back to center and coming over to the other side. Switching hands here. Left hand's coming down. Again, this side might feel a lot different than the other side. So maybe just, think about, is one side tighter? Is one side feeling better? And just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back to center, taking off that towel. From here, what we're going to do is just windshield wipe our legs. So just starting to release the lower back here, releasing those hips. From here, we're going to hug our knees in, and then I want you to sort of make a little circle here. So this is really going to start releasing that lower back as well, and then switching sides. Just before we go into Shavasana, I do want to do a twist on each side. So for the twist, what we're going to do is, the one I'm going to walk you through is sort of like a figure 4 variation on a twist. If there's another twist that you like you just want to drop your leg to the side, feel free to go ahead and do that instead. So this one, what we're going to do is take the right foot, right leg, and cross it right over that left foot. So this is, depending on your flexibility, it's either going to be right over or it's going to be pretty open. And from here, what I want you to do is cactus or bring those arms out, and we're going to bring the legs over to the side. So from here, it's either the left foot's going to just drop and the right foot's coming down. So that's option one. Option two is you're just coming down with both of the legs. So this should feel like a nice sort of release in the lower back and the sides. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, coming back center. Switching here. So again, if you want a little release here, feel free to just grab your knees in and kind of do a little bit of circles or windshield wiper your legs. And then when you're ready, we're going to move to the other side. So just bring that left leg over the right, bring that foot up, and then slowly twisting over to the right side. So from here, gaze can be up, gaze can be to the side, so it doesn't really matter. Just find something that feels good for your body and just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, from here, let's finally go into our last pose, Shavasana. If there's any other poses that you want to do to help wind down or that you feel like were missed and that you need for your body, feel free to go ahead and do those now. Otherwise, we're going to go into our Shavasana. So for Shavasana, lots of options. You can come into diamond legs, you can come into regular legs, you can keep your knees bent. So just find anything that's just feeling comfortable for your body today. Starting to feel nice and rooted on the ground. Just taking these last few moments just for you before we all get started with our days. So just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continuing on at your own pace, trying to find any last bits of tension that you can try to release, breathing into. And as you stay in Shavasana, I'm going to read our quote of the week. The quote of the week is by George Bernard Shaw. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. As we get older, sometimes we take ourselves too seriously. We have these expectations that we should know everything, that we should be something. We have this idea in our heads of what we're supposed to be. This might mean that we actually stop learning, that we stop trying new things, we stop playing, we stop enjoying. We feel that by admitting that we don't know something, that may mean that we're actually hurting our self-image somehow. This sort of idea that we've built up. So today, I challenge you to laugh more, try something new, have some fun, enjoy today, and stop taking ourselves so seriously. So just a few more minutes or a few more seconds, a few more breaths to see if that is something that resonated with you today. If not, just breathing through here, slowly waking up the body. So slowly moving the hands, moving the fingers, moving those toes. Maybe doing a nice body stretch, stretching out, opposite side. And then just picking any side, rolling over, using that hand as a bit of a pillow here. And then slowly coming up into seated. We're going to take 3 breaths together to close out this practice. And Power, I'm so glad that you're on. All right, so from here we're going to breathe. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. We had a lot of new faces. Thank yourselves for making the time, and namaste. Thank you, Dana, for joining us today.
It was great. Thanks.
It was so fun to have
It was.
you. I'm so happy to see a lot of new faces on the live stream today. Honestly, it's so amazing to see the support we've been getting from everybody. It really, really helps to keep us motivated. Honestly, it's so much more than I could have ever expected, to be like totally honest. When we started this channel, we didn't really know what it was going to turn out to be, and so far, just this whole community has really, really inspired me, has really kept me motivated. So I really thank all of you for coming and supporting and being here and sharing your energy. We will be sticking around for a few moments. So if there's any comments, if there are any requests for next week, if you've got any questions, just post them in the comments. I do have my computer up here so I can kind of just see what's happening and kind of see what's going on, so I can do some shout outs. So Dave, I'm really glad that you love this one. Also, I do want to give a big thanks to Dave. So he's behind the scenes right now, making sure that the live stream's going well. It's always hard when we do sort of outdoor ones because there's a lot of elements that we can't control. And Dave does a lot of work in the back end trying to make sure that the audio is staying good, that the internet doesn't fall apart. And so thanks, Dave, for making sure that this works. And the other thing that I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention in the beginning is we actually hit our next milestones. We actually hit 200 subscribers a few days ago. So we are planning to do a separate video for this one, but I did want to just mention that we are just so thrilled that we were able to do that. Jen, I'm so glad that this is a great stretch and that it was a good start for your day. It's always so awesome to see you on the stream, so thanks so much for taking the time out of your Saturday to be here. All right, so we'll just wait. Okay. Just a few more moments. And I'm really happy that you agreed to join.
Yep, me too. So I was gonna fall during the boat though.
Yeah. Boat pose is really hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard on your core, but it's so good
when you don't do it very often.
Yeah.
So.
But you did awesome.
Thanks.
Also, we did some sprint training a few days ago,
Yep.
so we're both a little bit sore and stiff from that. It was the
Yep.
first time we've gone out in a while.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, cool. So I think those might be the rest of the comments. So I'm thinking maybe we'll end it here. Again, I just want to say massive thank you. Actually, I did also want to reiterate. So Jesse from Opportunity Cost Investing, thanks so much for your feedback, for your suggestion. That was why we had so much fun having Dana on the live stream this week and tried out some new partner poses. So I hope that was fun. Let me know if you've got any feedback. I do take feedback pretty seriously, so I really want to create content that is valuable for you, that is effective, and that is something that is working for you. So if you've got any requests, if there's anything you want to see, definitely let me know, and we can include it in the live streams for sure, and then definitely in some future videos as we plan content. So yeah, so I think we're pretty good for comments. So again, just thank you everyone for all of your support. I hope you have an amazing Saturday, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.